Pastor Eddie Long had a press conference today to address the 3 alleged victims who he allegedly coerced into sexual activity.
Okay.
All right? And he didn't share too much information during the press conference. He basically said, look, you guys need to be patient, and I'm going to address it on Sunday during my church services. But he did say this. He said, I'm anxious to respond directly to these false allegations, and I will do so. However, my lawyers have counseled patience at this time, but let me be clear. The charges against me and New Birth are false. I have devoted my life to helping others, and these false allegations hurt me deeply.
Right, and his lawyer's talking about how this is an attack on his church, New Birth, and the 25,000 good people that attend that church. That's a giant church, by the way. I think that's ridiculous. Now, I have no idea if Eddie Long did it or not, but I do know that if someone is charged with molesting, whatever it is, or some sort of wrong sexual relationship with boys, whether overage, underage, whatever, it has nothing to do with the people going to his church. Nothing. It's absurd to claim that the charges have anything to do with that. Mm-hmm. It has nothing to do with his church. It has to do with him. So I don't like his lawyer's defense. I think it's ridiculous. He was supposed to go and do an interview with Roland Martin.
Right.
The pastor was, but he bailed on that. And on advice of counsel, and the lawyer went instead.
And he also bailed on that interview because at that point, only 2 people had come forward and accused him of the sexual molestation. And then all of a sudden, a 3rd person came forward, and then that's when his lawyers told him, no, you shouldn't do this interview.
Except you should wait till Sunday and do it...
in front of your church service?
Yeah, I mean, is he trying to draw a bigger crowd? Is that what it is, JR?
It's the home crowd, home field advantage. It's your audience. They're going to believe you no matter what.
Right, and you're not going to get any questions. It's the Sarah Palin / Christine O'Donnell strategy, okay? Avoid the media, don't take any questions, just get up on a podium, say, you know, oh, I did not molest those boys or something, and the crowd goes crazy. Preach it, teach it, okay? Whatever happens in church, I don't go to church. Okay, so now let's clarify here what the ages of the people involved are, right?
Yes.
Because that, of course, makes a big difference, especially according to the law, because in Georgia, if you're above the age of 16, it is not, you can give consent as an adult.
Correct. Okay,
right?
So at this point, there are 3 men that are accusing him of coercing them into sex, okay? And the 3 men are Maurice Robinson, who is now 20 years old. He says that the molestation took place when he was 17. The second individual is Anthony Flagg, who's now 21 years old. He said that the molestation happened when he was 18. And then the 3rd person is Jamal Paris, who is now 23 years old. He began working with the church when he was 14, but we don't know what age he was when the molestation began.
Right, and their lawyer says, look, the pastor would take them on road trips with them, get them to meet celebrities, impress them, etc. And then that last person was actually in his bedroom as his assistant, etc. So now, look, the thing is, it's 3 people. That seems like that's a high number. On the other hand, they, of course, Eddie Long says no. They're trying, or his lawyer does. They're just trying to make money off of this. And he's a very well-known pastor. It's a big church. That's possible. I'm just saying, obviously, we don't have enough facts on this to know which way it's going to go. I wouldn't just naturally believe either side necessarily. It doesn't look good, obviously, because if it was just one person, okay, 3 people doesn't look good, but that's just preliminary.
Right. So, I'm sorry.
And I just want to add one more thing. What's interesting about this case is it's not like the Catholic Church where he's not allowed to have sex. He has a wife, he has kids, so
he's got 4 kids.
He's got 4 kids, so it's a little different.
Right, because in the Catholic Church you got this great repression, right? And they got to repress their sexual feelings, etc. And then they're around all these boys, and etc. And then, of course, they're all above age. It looks like they're all above age, so it's not even a legal issue. Of course, it's a power issue, right? And if you do this with someone who's under your wing and you're a pastor, that's terrible.